Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Taking in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, going to the air with Love. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Love's throw taken in by Collins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to...
Oh, that's into a sea of body. And the ball is knocked out. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Ooh, Lord.
That worked the way in. Touchdown, New York. Henry Ruggs, 97 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just know the punt's better.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for the Niners. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Here's Love. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On third down, it's Mitchell. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Third and 2. Love with it. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Musa Odighizuwa gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Henry Ruggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jordan Love in his offense ready to get the football back. And he has... The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, Love gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. David Montgomery, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Haynes.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun. Love. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Osa Odighizuwa,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll set up a throw.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Micah Parsons
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at about the 1.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Love back to it here after the pick six. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Love to pass. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Love now. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. Working with a 2nd and 3. Love looking to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now Love.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air again, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And quickly they get to the line. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.